All right, y'all. Welcome back to State of the Franchise Gaming, and I know I'm a day late and probably a dollar short. Just want to give you guys the update for the what is it? July 10th. It was yesterday's patch notes. July 10th patch version 1.11. Just want to go over all the details of that. As you can see, online head-to-head, there's been pinpoint pitching adjustments, release timing, direction. Now have less lenient criteria for good and perfect. So in other words, it's a bit harder to get a good or a perfect release. This change can also be seen when using a competitive gameplay style setting in offline modes, which probably is a good thing. I don't know too many people that are playing competitive in an offline mode, either locally or just against the CPU, but I'm sure there are plenty of people out there. Contact hitting adjustments. Contact swing is now less effective when used by power hitters. The higher the power, the greater loss in miles per hour when you choose contact swing. This change should now display a more accurate trade-off between each swing type for high power batters. Now, I hope with that you can. I mean, listen, a guy with power should still be able to hit with some power, but I don't think it should be a greater loss. So, a guy like who hits like Miguel Sano. I know his contact isn't very high, but when he contact swings, he's usually going to put a bit more oomph than say a guy like I don't know. You could think of another contact hitter of comparable quality. Next, R2 and view pitch history. I know a lot of people have been up in arms about this because people will hold on to R2 and it'll mess up particularly pinpoint pitching. As you can see, batters press R2 to view the pitch history will no longer impact the gesture portion, which I'm guessing is when you go to move the right analog around to do the pinpoint pitching thing. If R2 is pressed at the same time or after the pitch motion is started, R2 will no longer disrupt the defensive user. If the batter presses R2 before pitch motion is started, the motion will not start. I can easily see people trying to just tap R2 over and over and over and over and over. And I mean, eventually, you're going to be wrong and the pitch is going to come to you and you got to deal with it. I mean, it is what it is. Other added changes, they added confirmation, a dialogue to friendly quit acceptance flow. That wording made no sense. Users are no longer able to back out of the bullpen screen following a second mound visit, which would make sense because, well, actually, I guess in this sense it would make sense in maybe a competitive fashion. But if you think about it, in real life, every team gets like 5 mound visits, which is something I noticed when I went to a Pittsburgh Pirates game about 2-3 weeks ago. And yeah, I noticed it. I didn't realize that there was a rule for that. Honestly, if MLB The Show, SDS, would just do that, it'd probably cut down a lot of just mound visits for no reason. You address the freeze that could happen when a ground ball is hit to second and thrown to first. I'd never noticed that. Address the freeze that can happen when the ball is hit to specific areas in the outfield. I mean, I've noticed slowdowns, but that's usually a slowdown in the process of basically this hit is going to be a ground rule double, which I hate because listen, if a player is fast enough, they should be able to cut that ball off. Like it shouldn't always just be an automatic, ground rule double. Fix the freeze that could happen on a very late bunt attempt. I'm assuming that's for the bunter themselves as opposed to the person pitching. But, bunting needs work. Also, Darren O'Day will also no longer tip his pitches after selecting the pitch. I don't know if I've noticed that. Granted, I'm a franchise player, as you guys already know. And, I mean, I play with him in like an offline Yankees franchise, but I never noticed that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's different in competitive. And they addressed the issue in franchise and exhibition where the scheduled starting pitching cannot be put in the lineup instead of even after selecting the different starting pitcher. I think this has to do with Shohei Ohtani. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that has everything to do with Shohei Ohtani. All right, I may be a day late, But it is what it is. I'm not advertising for Honda, but this is Rainbow State of the Franchise Gaming. If y'all got any comments for anything y'all want to see as far as the next patch, what you want to see fixed. I know I want to see check swings like fixed like crazy. Otherwise, I don't have a whole lot of issue with the game at this point. All right, peace out.